This video is going to be all about showing how much of the fuel pump, the gas station pump, retains the old fuel before you get what you're paying for out of the pumps. The way we can do this is through ethanol testing on the Co-op Premium, because I know it's the only fuel around here that has no ethanol in it. So I've confirmed that the last person that used this pump used regular through basic math, just figure out how many liters and divide it by the price of gas. But that's what's in this pump. So we're going to know that at the nozzle is what was last pumped, and we're going to get to see how many liters we have to flush out of the pump before we get what we're paying for. So I've labeled out all of these 1 liter bottles, and what I'm going to do is go from liter 1 progressively 2, 3, 4, and then I've got an extra container just for 5. Make sure we have them all out. Then we're going to go back to the shop and we're going to do an ethanol test on each one to show how many liters again it takes to get what's left in the hose out of it. Like I said, this amount of gas retains into the nozzle. So up here, all the way down to the nozzle has to stay in here until you pump it out and flush it out. So I'm going to just put in my PIN number. And then we're going to pump liter at a time down in these bottles, seal them up, and go test them. So here we go. Down here, premium, okay? Notice it does not say may contain ethanol like these other two will. And we're going down here. Give me liter 1. Ooh, that is really close. All right. 1 liter. 2 liters. This is definitely going in the back of my truck, not inside.
I was pretty sure at this point that it would be about 3.5 liters before all the ethanol was out of the hoses, because that's what I had seen on previous YouTube videos regarding this.
But we're going to go to 5 just in case. Oops. Hey-oh. Oh. Okay, and hopefully this nozzle fits in there. Oh, it does. Okay, so we have a total of 5 liters. Oh, that's Jaden in the reflection. So that's 5 liters, and now we're going to go test them. And these get sealed. There. 1, 2. Oh, there, that means it's sealed. There we go. This one. There we go. This one. There we go. And this last one. Yeah, I got a little leak on there. So, and then let's put these in the back of the truck. Good. Like that. We'll drive nice back to the shop. Okay, so now we're gonna go back to the shop, do our science, because science is fun, and then, yeah, we'll kind of figure out what to do to keep your bikes clean for the winter. All right, so we're gonna go grab our samples. This is my shop, cycle clinic. This is what we do. We do motorcycles. Come on in. So here's what we need to do the tests, okay? We have this RevX ethanol tester, which is basically just, it's a bottle with some lines on it, okay? These lines here, all right? What this means is to do the test, you fill the water to this line here. We're gonna use bottled water, so you can see it's normal water, it's sealed, all right? So you fill exactly to this line, and then you fill the rest of it with your sample of gasoline, and that will tell you how much percentage of it is ethanol. Now, the regular fuel at the co-op and pretty much everywhere has at least 10% ethanol, so it's E10. Okay, so it should go to there right away. First liter, I promise, will be there. And then we're gradually going to get less per test on each one of these bottles. Okay, so I'm guessing that one's going to be full 10% E10, and it'll gradually get better till I think it's going to be gone for this one, or even maybe this one. We'll see how much fuel is inside those hoses. So we'll start our test now.
So this is a simple ethanol test. You pour in the water in the bottom up to that blue line. Yeah, make it right perfect like that. And then what you do is you add fuel to the next line, and then you shake it all up. And what happens is the water will, the ethanol that's in the fuel, if there is any ethanol, will attach itself to the water, and the amount of water that separates from the fuel, from whatever gasoline fuel mix you have in there, will expand. So the more that it expands, the more that there is ethanol in that gasoline. So what I'm expecting to see here should be about E10. That's what most gasolines in regular fuel have. That's why it says may contain ethanol, and that's what we should see here after we shake it up and it settles. So we shake it up just like that. It's going to make kind of a cloud, and then the gasoline and the water ethanol mix will separate, and the water will stay at the bottom. The gasoline, being less dense than water, is going to rise to the top, and that's where we're going to see our outcome of how much ethanol is in there. And right there, that's your separation line. It's just about E10.
I predict that liter number 2 is going to be the exact same as liter number 1. I think it's going to take close to 4 liters to completely flush out that hose. At least that's what I've seen on some other videos based around this same theory. So here we go. Once again, I'm going to fill this up to the water line. Okay, perfect. Getting better at this. And then we're going to crack open liter number 2. Okay. Liter number 2 is going to get poured in all the way to that line. Perfect. Whew, there's a lot of gasoline around here. Okay, let's take our funnel out. Screw on the cap. I'll be damned. From the look of things, people, the second liter of fuel is already clean, right? So I guess that changes my experiment. Tells me a lot, though. This turned out to be a lot shorter than I thought it would be.
Well, it was a different result than I thought was going to happen, but the test worked. It still shows that the first liter that we took out was just regular fuel because of the content of ethanol. But after that, the other liters were 100% premium. So the result's what I needed in the end, but it was different than I thought from what I'd seen in other experiments. The next video, what I'll do is, like I said, we're going to do all the other major brands of premium and see how much ethanol is in them. But we will purge the first 2 or 3 liters out still, just to make sure that we're getting only what their premium is. And yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.